How you doing, family? Okay, what I want to do here is kind of refry an old bean because things have just progressed so much in the last 3 or 4 months as far as Tesla and semi-tractor trailer in particular. I want to highlight the impact of full self-driving, FSD. Once that comes online, and we've moved another step this month to get closer to actually accomplishing full self-driving. So we anticipate by the end of the year, we will be well into establishing Tesla as the first truly full self-driving automaker. So the thing I want to point out in this movie, though, is the impact of that on the semi-tractor trailer market, or the long haul or freight hauling market, which is primarily being maintained by tractor trailers, semi-tractor trailers, large barges, which is over the sea, and trains, railway. These are the three major platforms that conduct the trafficking and movement of products all around the world. Okay. What I want to point out here is the disruption that Tesla is going to make with the train freight industry. Okay. With the railroad freight industry. What Tesla is going to do, they're not going to take it over, but they're going to chip heavily into the railway commerce movement or product movement chain. Okay, that's their wheelhouse. Tesla's going to chip into that heavily. I want you to notice something here in this video that I've shot back in October of 2020. So this is just showing you the footage again that I created back at that time. But the point I want you to take particular notice of in the video, and I'm gonna try to repeat it 3 or 4 times so you can notice that what Tesla is projecting in the near future, they hope that it happened in this year, 2021, but I think it's not going to happen in 2021. I think by 2022, 2023, it's going to be devastating, widespread. Full self-driving, first with the domestic cars, then now with the semi-tractor trailers. But now here's the thing with semi-tractor trailer. This is a feature that's only probably going to be exclusive to semi-tractor trailer in the beginning. We don't know what they're going to do down the road. But what Tesla is doing here is they are showing you how you can own 3 Tesla semis at a cost of as high as $250 each, which would still be under $1 million to own 3 of them. But you can haul 3 times the amount of freight that you could have hauled with just one. Okay. And full self-driving is going to allow that. And they are showing you that in this video without explaining it to you. See, so what I'm going to do now is show you what Tesla was showing us. And now I'm going to explain to you what you're looking at. And this is what Tesla has been doing in terms of telegraphing what they plan on producing and how devastating it is. And what I love about what Tesla has done in this video is Tesla is like showing you what they're going to do, but they're not giving you a date when they're going to do it. They're showing you what they're planning on doing. So when they do a CGI, which is a computer graphic image, all right, and they're going to show you this sample, they're not telling you the details, but if you look at it, you'll see there's 1 driver and 2 tractor trailers behind that first driver with no drivers behind the seats. That's devastating, folks. You gotta know what you're looking at. And my job is to show you what you're looking at so you can value what you're looking at and apply the value of what you're looking at to your stock investing, because this helps to motivate you and to build your confidence for whatever stock you're invested in. See, that's the goal of being a good long-term investor, is to keep your confidence up as the market goes up and down and does all of the pendulum swings that the market always does every day, all the time, up and down. No stock stays at a set price all the time. It goes up a couple of pennies, comes down a couple of pennies, goes up a couple of dollars, comes down a couple of dollars, depending on who's buying and who's selling at the time. And that's just the nature of investing, period. Whether it's trading or long-term investing, just that's the nature of the stock market movement. And you just need to be familiar and comfortable with that's how this works. Okay. And that's my job. That's why I'm doing these workshops. Okay. So I want you to look at this, pay close attention to what Tesla is doing here. And you're going to see that he's showing you that you can own 3 tractor trailers, and you can use them to carry 3 times the amount of freight that you would be able to carry with 1 tractor trailer. And you can only do that with a Tesla. Okay, for now. Now, Tesla may in turn sell that technology of full self-driving for semi-tractor trailers that allows one driver to operate 3 trucks. The truck he's driving plus 2 more. Okay, we don't know if the regulators are going to allow anything beyond that, or even if they're going to allow that. We don't know yet, but this is what Tesla is planning for. And so this is why I want you to notice how forward-looking Tesla is, how far in advance they are. Okay, so let's take a look at this footage so you can see what I'm talking about. Really worth. Okay, so it's going to, even though it's worth $400 now, that $400 is going to become $4,000, $7,000 a share. And if you multiply that times 5, then that's what Tesla stock is actually worth, $35,000 a share. Okay, that's what's coming, folks. $35,000 a share once people get their heads around what Tesla is bringing to the game. It's going to be devastating. Okay, and I want to take my time and talk with you about these things so you understand and you can get your head around what's coming. Okay, system and the full self-driving will allow tractor trailer operators now. One driver can operate 3 trucks and hold 3 times the amount of product and own 3 trucks, and one driver can auto drive the other 2 behind him. Okay, I'm going to back this up because this is the one I wanted you to see here. I wanted you to see this piece here. Behind him in close proximity to each other, within 2 feet, the 2 behind him in close proximity to each other. They'll drive the other 2 behind him. Okay, this is what I wanted you to see here. Notice that, let me come out of full view here. And this is what I want you to notice here, folks. Notice that, let me get an annotation tool here. I want you to notice that this driver, okay, notice that there's a driver here, right? In this thing here, all right? Let me see if I can, no. All right, so undo that. Let me undo the last one. Okay, so you see a driver here, right? So notice that this truck here has no driver. Let's look at the last truck. Within 2 feet. The last truck has no driver. So let's look at it again. The first one has a driver. Notice that. Here, no driver here. In this one, no driver in this one. Okay? So this is the key thing that you have to pay attention to, and what I want to show and point out in this video. And I'm going to go ahead and play the rest of it for you, but I wanted you to notice this particular aspect of this video that I shot back in October of 2020. We are now in April of 2021. So that's like almost 6-7 months ago. Okay. So that's what I wanted you to see in this video. And that's really the buttress and the bulk of what this video is about. Okay. And I wanted you to become aware of that. Okay, family? So take this little tidbit, put it in your pocket, and add it to your war chest of knowledge, that you will understand why you need to invest in the things that you're invested in. Okay, and Tesla, this is proof positive of why Tesla, the full self-driving and what it's going to do, along with some other things that are coming down the tube, that has come down the tubes today. As far as Kathy Woods, she made some predictions about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, where she predicts Bitcoin is going to go to $500,000. Right now, Bitcoin is only at $60,000. Okay, Kathy Woods is predicting that Bitcoin is going to go to $500,000 a coin. That's been announced as of this week, 4/17/2021. Okay, week ending 4/17 today, 2021.
We do believe, however, that it has miles to go, because institutional interest in Bitcoin alone, which is the largest cryptocurrency out there, is, we think, going to add up to $500,000 to the price of Bitcoin. And when I say that, we've based this on a study focusing on what institutions are looking for. They're looking for low correlations of returns. This is a new asset class. So institutions are interested, they are moving in. And if they add up to 5% in their asset allocation to Bitcoin, that alone could be up to a $500,000 increase in the price. So we're at the very beginning of what we believe is going to be a long and exciting journey.
So if Bitcoin goes up to 500,000, Dogecoin, which right now is only at 35 cents, which is up 30 cents from where it was day before yesterday. So Dogecoin jumped 30 cents per coin in one day, after being stuck at 5 cents a coin for the last 2 months. All right, so just on the announcement of Kathy Woods mentioning that Bitcoin is going to $500,000 a coin, Dogecoin jumped 30 cents a coin. That's a lot if you have 20,000 coin, folks. If you have 20,000 Dogecoins, you just made $10,000. I want you to be aware, family, of what we're talking about, kind of monies we're talking about here. And this is why I have you investing in these penny stocks and stocks that are less than a penny. Because if you do your homework like I have, and you can kind of predict based on the analysis of what these analysts like Kathy Woods and her team is bringing to the game, and they're telling you what's coming, and they're showing you that what they've been telling you in the past have come true. And now you're seeing more situations like this with the Bitcoin and the Dogecoin collaborated move. This is evidence, family, that you have to put in your your war chest of knowledge and understand this is how this is going to play out. You're looking at something that has never happened before. And there's only but so many ways that myself and the other analysts that are on YouTube talking about the 4 major industry changes that are coming down the tube. Electrification of vehicles, electrification of energy usage in general, as moving away from oil, vehicles moving away from gas-powered vehicles, moving away from oil as a and gas, oil and gas as a resource of energy, and introducing solar, which is electricity created out of solar for free, that is being put into battery storage, which is number 4 on the list. Now that's going to hold that energy and regulate it, shift it and send that energy back out to you to be used on a regulated basis. So that's number 4. Okay, then we're going to bring in the full self-driving. That's number 5. That's a whole new technology that is connected to artificial intelligence, that is going to help you. It's going to revolutionize transportation. Most people, we're moving toward a situation where people are not going to own cars at all. Transportation as a service is going to come in. Once the electrification of all the vehicles are in, full self-driving is in, vehicles no longer run into each other. There are no accidents. They don't fall asleep behind the wheel. They don't run red lights. They don't run stop signs. They don't do any of this. Once the insurance companies pick up on this and the regulatory agencies understand the safety impact of full self-driving, whoever owns that technology is going to have an explosion in their stock. And that is going to be Tesla. Every iota of evidence is pointing to the high likelihood that the number one manufacturer of technology that is going to produce full self-driving as a software, as a feature, is going to be Tesla. And if you're invested in that stock, it's going to explode. And that's outside of the semi-tractor trailer. That's outside of the Cybertruck. Okay, that's outside of the Roadster. That's outside of the Model 2 that hasn't come out yet. And that's outside of the fact that they're building more factories. And all of this convergence of all of these things that Tesla is producing, all these little elements that are coming together, is going to make the stock worth $35,000 a share. And it's very hard to see at this point because we are so far ahead that is very difficult for any of you to believe this, but that's what's coming. And I want you to watch the evidence. I want you to watch the gradual, constant growth in the Tesla stock that has already split 5-1. So what you're looking at, the price you're looking at Tesla right now is 1/5 of what it was, what it originally is. In actuality, for those of us who was in it before it split, each one of our stocks is worth 5 times what you see on the stock market. You have to always keep that in mind so you'll understand the magnitude of what I'm saying to you. And if you don't have all of that context in your mind, you will not understand and see the full value and magnitude of what I'm telling you about Tesla stock. And I'm showing you the magnitude in cryptocurrency with a Bitcoin, and as it relates and how it jumped in relation to I should say how Dogecoin jumped in relation to Bitcoin's predictions. So all of these things are related, and I want you to learn how to connect these dots so you can see these sequential movements and get on the bandwagon and start investing in these stocks now so that when they really explode, I mean, although you missed a pretty good explosion in the beginning, but you haven't missed it all, and you can catch it. If you have really good money, you can really take advantage of this and make a lot of money for yourself and for your family. Okay, family? So keep that in mind. Today is 4/17/21, April 17, 2021. And I'm just giving you this little tidbit in a way of, and by way of you knowing, I wanted you to have this awareness of what's going on with the full self-driving as it begins to move closer to reality, as well as the monumental shifts that's happening in cryptocurrency with Bitcoin and Dogecoin. Okay, family, take care. One love, and I'll see you in the next video.